Hi, and welcome to Restored by Polish, where we talk about how polish helps us with our overall mental and physical well-being. I'm Krista.
I'm Jacqueline.
We are going to talk about picture taking.
Ugh, my worst nightmare.
I was going to say, not necessarily, well, it's not that it's not my favorite, it's just not something I think about a lot. Yeah.
I have someone for that. Her name's Rami.
Yeah, her daughter-in-law does some incredible. If you ever see any of the bottle shots of our, where we put collections out, Rami does a phenomenal job.
She's so creative
with that, so that's awesome. But I mean, just taking a picture, like a swatch. You know, you've done a
swatches.
Like, how do you? Yeah.
Oh, swatches.
I think it's gonna be. I mean, for me, it's pretty much wherever I am, and my phone on my camera, and sometimes I take 35 pictures just to get like a good shot, but I'm not really, I don't have a light box. I don't like have any like special way of doing it. If it's a polish that I think needs like light, special light.
Yeah,
like
the holographic ones need to
like
have sun
or light or whatever.
Right.
I have noticed like using the light on my camera sometimes blows them out too much.
Oh, does it make them too bright or something?
And it's like it's not even like true to the color, you know, and so that's why sometimes I end up taking so many pictures
because you're trying to get that perfect
one.
one.
You're trying to get it to look well, and to look like
what it looks like when you see it with your eyes.
Exactly. Yeah,
I think it's kind of tricky with polishes.
For sure, especially with different elements in them.
Right, because they pick up different things based on the light around them. They can look darker, they can look lighter, they can look...
Or you walk outside and, like, especially with flaky polishes, you walk outside and you go in the shade and you're like, oh, this looks completely different
than it does in
the shade. So sometimes for those, I'll do, like, multiple shots. But as far as just, you know, having like a special place to do it, I really don't. It's just wherever I am. Sometimes it's in the car because, you know, the light's shining through the sun.
Right,
the sun's shining just in that perfect spot.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's talk a little bit about hand shape, though.
Hand shape?
Yeah, like how do you hold the, like when you do it, like how do you hold it?
You shouldn't look like a claw, right?
See, well, I do that sometimes. Like I will, you know, like hold, like
claw it.
Well, no, I go like
that's not a claw, though.
Yeah, that's sort of a claw.
No, this is a claw.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do
that's
that.
A claw.
No, that I wouldn't do. I will go like.
I have seen you send me a picture like that before, but that's just because you're showing me your manicure.
Yeah, I would.
But like you should gently hold it, not grip it.
Right.
Right.
You don't want.
And I have giant hands, so
holding small bottles would be really difficult. Yeah, I don't have that. I think that's why a lot of my polish friends will say that they don't.
I like her for photos because her hand is
my
little.
hand can hold all of it. Yeah. I can, just because I have short little fingers and
mine are like I have massive
Yeah,
hands.
you have really long fingers.
Well, and it's hard to get that. This is a source of frustration for me.
Yeah, well, especially in those little tiny bottles.
Well, just taking pictures in general. I don't want to take pictures. I just want to make things.
Yeah.
But I have to make pictures.
You have to do pictures.
I have to take pictures to get it up.
Yeah. Like how can you not? So, but what do you use a light box though, right?
I do, but I will go back and discuss with you how it all started. So I made some polish. I've been selling polishes locally for a long time, probably 5-6 years.
Right.
And then Krista's like, oh, you need to have swatch pictures. And I was like, what the heck are you talking about?
She's like, what's a swatch picture?
So I took a picture and she's like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. She's like, no, you gotta do this and that, like this.
And then she wanted to, like on her site, she wanted to take just one shot.
And then that or a bottle shot even.
Or just a bottle shot.
Just a bottle shot.
Just one
or
shot.
one on these.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, that's not gonna work. And I was like, dang it, I have to do work.
So I had to like show her, like, you know.
She did, and I was kind of terrible at it at the beginning.
Yeah.
And she would tell me how terrible I was. Nicely. You were nice about it, but you were like, no, gotta go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
But I think that the biggest problem I have is that it's hard for me to tell if they're out of focus or not because I don't see super awesome.
Yeah.
So like my daughter-in-law will be like, oh, that one's out of focus, and I'm like, oh, I can't tell that in that tiny little picture. But then when I put it on my computer, I'm like, oh, dang it.
Yeah.
Well, and then like just that seems to be frustrating. So I bought a light box, and that is really great because I needed it for all my products.
Right.
Because thanks to COVID, all my business is now online.
Right.
I used to do a lot of in-person business, but I was like, I got to figure out how to get this handled. So my website is the bane of my existence, my store, and I cannot even tell you how frustrating it is to me to like do photos because if you change one product package, you have to change the photo. You have to take photos for that whole group.
Right.
Like say for instance, it's skincare. So I have like a skincare section on my website. So if one skincare item changes packaging, thanks to something being out of stock,
Right.
I have to then reshoot the whole skincare to get the right lighting.
Yeah.
The light box has eliminated most of that issue. It still kind of needs to all be done on the same day.
Well, let's be fair here, though. She's a perfectionist.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I've helped her before just putting labels on, like labels on lip balm.
They have to be straight.
Oh, yeah. She is like, yeah.
Straight.
She's over there, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything has to be perfectly lined up, perfectly straight, or it gets scrapped. And so, and for me, I would never even, like, that would be the last thing I would look at is the label. So I don't know why you stress over that.
Because it's all about the presentation of the
Now,
products.
I will say with the pictures,
yes.
I mean, having to change the entire shot just because you changed one product seems...
Well,
overkill.
sometimes you do. With the light box, it helps. But see, the light box has, 6 or 7 different intensities.
Right.
So unless you shoot at full intensity or you write down what you shot at, then the background color turns to like a little bit more yellow or a little bit more gray if you're doing. Now on black, you can, and if you do a black background, you can shoot those products over and over, time and time again. But when you're dealing with a white background, it can look yellow, it can look gray. And
I feel like
looks inconsistent.
for Manny shots, I'm not really sure how I feel about the light box.
Oh, I think the light box is great unless you're doing hollow.
Hollow. That's
It's really good for everything except hollow.
Yeah,
and then
you
I don't
can't
really
see
have
it.
a good solution to that.
You just have to do direct.
Just outside sun.
or
Yeah, that's
something.
kind of what we do. I do have kind of those like track lighting in my studio, and
Yeah.
those work pretty good for hollow. They
Right.
pick up a lot of the hollow. So that's more of like an incandescent, but it's like a spotlight.
Right.
That one kind of works. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard because
The other thing that bothers me about the light box is like how often are you walking around with your hand in a light box? Like to me, I want to see it natural. Like what is it gonna look like when I'm just out, you know?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Like I mean, it just to me, it doesn't seem like it's
Well, maybe everyone should have like a light box photo so that you can see
natural
and then a sun photo and a shade photo.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Maybe I'll start doing that.
That makes my very linear mind happy.
But
like,
then it would have to say shade, sun.
yeah, and some people do
light
that.
box.
I have seen that before.
Really?
Where they show shade.
Should we do that? Should I do that?
Oh, that's a good idea. Why don't you guys let us know? How do you guys want to see swatch
Photos,
pictures?
yeah.
Yeah. So the other thing I've been doing with Instagram, which is kind of fun, is I downloaded an app. What's it called? It's called Layout. So it's an app called Layout, which is kind of fun because you can add the photos to it and then you can do a collage.
Oh yeah.
Like you can do, but I mean, I know you can do that on Instagram anyway, but this one's kind of fun because you can do a lot of different things with it.
Cool.
And so I like that if I have a lot of different pictures and I just want to like show them all at once. The only thing that's bad about it, when you do a collage shot, is if you want to zoom in on it, you know, like when it's just one shot at a time, at least like you can see it better. So,
that's true.
I don't know. There's at times I like the collage and other times I'm like, no, I want to see it closer up. And so it's better just to scroll through and see them. So.
Well, and I just want to be done with the pictures, honestly.
Like,
That's how I feel when I'm doing them. I just don't want to.
You have to sit there. Well, and then how many times do you take a picture and that one doesn't work? That
Well,
one
I have
doesn't
to
work,
take like 7 or 8, 10 of each one and then put them on the computer and go, okay, which one is it?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
I like pictures
I get it.
where you're holding an object because I think that shows the
more
nail.
natural.
Well, it shows the nail polish really well. I struggle with the bottle, but see, like that.
Right.
I mean, if you hold a coffee cup
I've
or
done
a
that
water
before.
bottle,
I've had like a can in my hand and done a shot.
I feel like that works really well to give the.
What about when people hold their like the whole hand like out like that and then take a shot? What do you? I mean that's another. I mean I like them all. But when you're, I don't know, or they go like this. And
I can't do that because I have a crooked pinky.
That's true. She's part witch, apparently.
Oh, wow. No, I just have a crooked finger.
Yes.
I have it on both hands.
I do,
So I can't really do that. I have to hold something to hide it.
My absolutely favorite way to take a shot is without the thumb and then
because then you only have to do 4 nails.
And then you only have to do 4 nails for sure if you're just
That's
watching
what I do.
Yep, and I also think it just gives it.
But look how nice her little hand is. Let's compare. Look,
give me with that same one. Let's see.
Look at me struggling to hold that bottle. Do you see
spider
that?
fingers. Yeah, you can't do it.
I can palm a basketball, so, you know.
In the wintertime, it's nice when you can pull your sweater sleeve down.
Oh, yeah, because then it will hide the rest.
Well, and also gives you background.
Show them the difference between your little hand. See, she's like a little hand.
I don't know. It's not horribly that much different.
It's pretty little.
You just have really long fingers, so. Anyway, what do you guys think? I want to hear about it. How should we be taking pictures, or what do you do that
Yeah,
works,
what do you do?
for it? Because,
and who wants to take pictures for me?
Yeah, exactly. Jacqueline is not in the market to be a professional hand model. It's just not going to work.
I could have been a hand model when I was younger. I had lots of people tell me that, but maybe not for nail polish.
Yeah.
Because the bottles are too tiny. We need a giant bottle for my hand, and then that'll be good.
I want to know who these people are that walk up to you and go, you should be a hand model.
They did. People told me that because my fingers were so long.
Those are people you should not be associating with. I'm sorry. That's just weird.
People told me. I literally had probably 10 people tell me that.
Okay, that's just bizarre. I'm sorry. That's weird. All right, you guys let us know how you do your pictures. Should we be doing something different? I might insert throughout the video here some pictures of what we're talking about, and maybe you guys can make some decisions for us on how we're doing our pictures. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Bye.